Okay, wow. So am I behind on Steve Runs a Marathon videos or what? So you guys, I decided to come to this local Chicago public school to film some of my video for this week and what also counts for last week and probably the week before and maybe a week before that, I don't know. But this is only like a block or two from my house. Don't stalk me. I know I'm flattering myself by assuming that anyone would stalk me. But when I moved here, I was amazed that this is a Chicago public school. I mean, this looks like the government buildings in Harrisburg, the capital of Pennsylvania. A little bit of trivia for you. And some smaller museums in the Keystone State that I'm used to. This is not the kind of high school that I went to. So it's a really beautiful place to hang out. I never hang out here. People have their dogs here, as you might have seen in a little video. I should probably do that more often. And now, since the weather's actually been getting nicer, I just might be doing it. Something new. I have not been running a whole lot lately. I was supposed to do the Quarryman Challenge this past weekend in Lamont, Illinois. It's a 10-mile run. I was very excited for it. And then I was out running on Sunday and I just totally ate it. My right ankle turned in. I sprained it, mild sprain, but I sprained it and I fell on my face. I ripped through my tights, I ripped through my shirt. No one really stopped to help me. I got up right away, but I was limping. So that was a little surprise. I'd like to think that if I saw somebody face plant while running on asphalt, I would stop to help, but you know, whatever. So I have definitely taken a little break from running, about a week and a half now. Brandon and I were talking about the possibility of still doing it, but kind of decided that since my ankle was still a little bit swollen, it was best to not test it out with a 10-mile run. As you can see here, this is the offending ankle, barely swollen, just a tiny bit, a little bit of pain right around here yet to the touch, but nothing that walking or even biking has really been a problem. Ankle for comparison, good ankle, bad ankle, good ankle, bad ankle, good ankle, good ankle, bad ankle. And what you might notice there is my brand new bike. The weather's been getting nice. I went to a bike store with a friend and I'd been perseverating on it for about a week or two. I use that word a lot now. It's because we use it a lot in speech-language pathology. The same as the word gestalt, two words I've never really heard or used before this degree. Look them up, they're useful. Impress your friends. Contingency, that's the third one. There you go, that's your word for the day. Verbal contingencies. But I thought to myself, man, the weather's getting so nice and parking's getting a little bit more difficult earlier in the evening now. It would make sense to start riding a bike. And since my gym is just a perfectly inconvenient walk from where I live, about 20 minutes, 17, 20 minutes, it's really too close to drive. It's not always super convenient to spend 40 minutes walking. I hate walking. It's not long enough for any kind of run for me at this point, so I got a bike. So I didn't get to run that 10-mile race, which was a huge bummer, and a pseudo added bummer is I won't be able to run the North Shore Half Marathon either coming up because I got a church gig as a staff base. I got a church gig as a staff base substitute, which I'm very excited about. I haven't had a singing gig really since I moved to Chicago, partially due to my own laziness. They haven't fallen in my lap quite the same way that they did in Chicago or in Colorado, but also partly because we change quarters every 11 weeks. It's really hard to find anything that allows that kind of flexibility to where some days, where one quarter I'll have Mondays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then the next quarter I'll have Mondays from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that's been a little bit of a challenge, but I have a church gig for a few weeks. I'm really looking forward to that. Hoping maybe a little bit that it leads to some other opportunities or open doors over the summer. And yeah, so that's great. What's not great is it means the North Shore Half Marathon, which is on a Sunday, is kind of off the table. So my next half marathon coming up is the Rock and Roll Half Marathon in July, mid-July. I am open to another 10-mile race or half marathon before that. I'd certainly love to do that. To be honest though, having just signed up for 2 races that I was unable to do, one due to an injury, one due to a job opportunity, it's hard to keep allocating funds to races when I'm like, oh, I hope I can end up doing it. So yeah, I'd love to find another one before July, but it would have to be kind of in that right price range. I don't want to spend $100 to run a 10-mile race. There is a 10-mile race in late May. I forget what it's called. The Patriot, something patriotic like that. in Chicago, Patriot Field, I don't know, something like that. It looks really great. I'm sure it would be wonderful, and had I not just blown some money on 2 races I couldn't run, I would be happy to pay the, I think, $100 fee to run that 10-mile race, which seems a little steep to me, but it is what it is. 2 big pieces of information. One is that I got into the Chicago Marathon. I got in the lottery, so did Allie, so did one of our supervisors, Nathan, which is very exciting. I kind of want to make Newcastle, which stands for Northwestern University Center for Audiology, Speech, Learning and Language and Learning, center shirts to run in. I don't know how realistic that'll be, but Brandon didn't get in through the lottery, which means he will be signing up for a charity, and we will be doing a joint effort to raise the funds needed for him to run this marathon with us. But hey, 3 out of 4 out of the lottery ain't bad. So I'm very excited about that. And then the last little bit of information is that I got my medal in the mail just a couple days ago for the Chicago Perfect 10, and it said 2nd place finisher. I'm pretty sure I was 3rd, and though it was, no, I can't even say it was an enjoyable race. The running conditions were awful. I imagine it would have been an enjoyable race had the running conditions been less than death-defying, and it had not been originally canceled the first time and more participants shown up. I'm not really sure if I came in 2nd. Maybe someone got disqualified, but you know what? I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna say that I came in 2nd, and I'm psyched for that. So by no means an exhaustive description of what I've been up to lately, or the exact kinds of runs I've been on. Again, partially because I've been taking a little bit of time off, but that gives you an idea of some of the big things kind of going on with me, the big obstacles that I've had in the last week and a half, 2 or 3 weeks. I promise to be better about keeping you guys in on where things are moving. And I'm really looking forward to getting some new shoes soon that I'll be giving you in first impressions of, and then of course a fuller review of in the future. But keep tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, anything about that. And hopefully you'll be getting to see some more friends that I've made / discovered are also into running, and going on some runs with them. I got a new smaller iPhone, the iPhone 6s, which I'm very excited to have because it won't be such a behemoth on my arm weighing me down on these long runs, and I anticipate and look forward to taking you with me on more of the actual runs. So check back in next week for Steve Runs a Marathon to see who I get to go running with. All right, talk to you later. Bye.